All right, so I would like to officially welcome everybody to Depth of Field 2019, our second annual show. And if we can make some noise so that the sponsors outside can hear it. Right on. Well, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. So I was just talking before we started officially rolling about some show specials. So those are our show specials. And draw your attention to Madeline. Madeline, where are you? Madeline's here. She's probably cowering because I just took that photo this morning with an iPhone. But that book of specials has everything you need. And the specials do have an expiration. You'll be able to get these specials until, let's see, valid through February 10th. So you've got to the 10th. I believe that's Sunday. Thank you. Okay. Also, let you know some other things that you can do. You can buy online, and you can pick up in the store now. We have it down to 30 minutes. You can buy online. So by the time you get to B&H, it'll be ready. You can use your promo codes in your specials book and pick it up in the store today, or you can go place the order at our B&H sales table. So I want to check that out for some specials, and they're good for some time. Okay, let's talk about the Depth of Field Challenge. The Depth of Field Challenge is something that we designed so that you can get the most out of this event. And what the Depth of Field Challenge is has been elaborately done in a beautifully produced video. If we could roll that video, and then I'll answer some questions for that.
Excited to see you at Depth of Field. You're going, right? It takes place February 5th and 6th at the New Yorker Hotel just down the street from B&H. We hope that you're ready to take part in the Depth of Field Challenge. What is this challenge? It's a way to flex your photographic muscles and win some awesome prizes. First, grab the golden ticket from your swag bag. This is how your progress will be tracked. Task 1 is to visit 3 camera manufacturers' booths. Don't forget to get your ticket punched. Task 2 is to create an image of the B&H studio experience. You can choose between 1 of 4 categories. Nice, nice. Task 3 is to attend 1 session in the Let There Be Light room. Task 4 is to edit and print your work in the Workflow Experience room. That's it. Though if you want some bonus points, be sure to have a portfolio review with one of our experts. If you are crowned Depth of Field champion, you will win a $2,500 B&H gift card, as well as a classic green B&H vest. Runners-up will win a $1,000 B&H gift card, as well as some serious bragging rights. Good luck and happy shooting.
All right. That's Oliver. He did a bang-up job. He works in our marketing group. So the Depth of Field Challenge, he pretty much described it, but what it is it's a tour of Depth of Field that you can go through. Because we want you to go through these sessions, we want you to make lots of pictures, and then we want you to go up to the workflow room and print them out. So you'll be able to get one print. We have Canon and Epson printers on hand. So you can make one 13 by 19 inch print, and right outside this door, you can go see Shira in the foyer, and you hand in your card and with your print, and then she's going to put them up on the white boards. And on 3:30 tomorrow, we have a panel of judges that are going to go into the room, and they're going to pick out their 3 favorite photographs that are in the categories of Best Portrait, Best Couple, and Best Creatively Lit, and then the overall Depth of Field champion winner, and that winner gets a green B&H vest. So you can put on that vest and come to the store and work. So it's going to be fun. Okay, so the room is starting to fill up. Thank you guys for coming. If you want, we do have an overspill room. You can access it through this door over on the side, and you can have a seat if you want, or you can also get that door through the trade show area. But right on the, sorry, not the left, on the right, well, my right, your left, you can go through that door if you don't want to stand. And also, we got some seats you can grab in the middle. We got 650 seats here in this room, so feel free. But if you want to have a little bit more breathing room, we got a backup room set up for you guys. Okay, so the challenge, those 3 categories, you win a $1,000 B&H gift card, and then the grand prize winner, it's a $2,500 B&H gift card. So that's pretty great stuff. And you know, we decided the gift cards because I don't know what cameras you shoot with, but a gift card is the gift that keeps on giving. You can pick out anything. For those of you that are watching online and you can't come to Depth of Field and you're watching our live stream, Sorry, the challenge is only for you guys that are here. Maybe next year we'll figure out a way to do a virtual challenge. But this year, you can enjoy that challenge. I just also want to throw out, Oliver mentioned the video, there's the bonus portfolio review. So if you did follow our instructions and you want to get a portfolio review, you can get that punched as well. And if it's a dead heat, if you and I both have the same amazing photograph and the judges love it, and I went to a review and you didn't, they're going to probably throw me the win. So that's just extra credit if you get a portfolio review. And if you didn't bring your portfolios, reviews are also going on tomorrow. So I highly recommend to do a review. And all right, so tonight, the Creatives Who Bowl party. I talked about that before, but this is a party at Frames. It's going to be super fun. Top shelf liquor. We've got tons of food. We've got karaoke. It's an amazing bowling alley. Has anyone ever been to Frames here? It's cool, isn't it? It's very rock and roll. It's evidently a Swedish-owned company, and they made it. It's very punk rock. It's really fun. There's going to be DJs. There's going to be lights, cameras, action. It's going to be tons of fun. And believe me, after a full day of depth of field and preparing for this, I am ready for a little, some scotch. Okay, so make that a double. Open bar, you can have 3 scotches. Okay, so that's sponsored by Canon. So we want to thank Canon for taking that up and doing that. Actually, I see it. I see Canon's here in the house. Canon, thank you very much. Hold on. And that'll be from 7 to 9 tonight. Okay, so we talked about before, our sponsors rock. If it wasn't for our sponsors, we couldn't afford to do this. Our sponsors support our marketing endeavors at B&H, and they trust us to deliver amazing content and organization for you guys. So once again, if we could just get a cheer for our sponsors and let them hear it outside. Whew, excellent. Great. Thank you. All right. Why are you guys here? Are you here for the swag that you got in your B&H backpack? Yeah? Are you here for the Depth of Field Challenge? Are you here for Albert Watson, Tamaya Colvin, Brian Smith, Susan Stripling? I mean, we're all here for different reasons. Are you here for Corey Rice and the Portrait Project? Are you here for the amazing speakers? Are you here for Sam Hurd, who's come all the way up from Washington, D.C., into our lovely weather up here? Yeah, you're here because you want to learn something. You want to grow. That's the most important thing. We want to help you guys grow and become better photographers. And I said this earlier, and it's like, if you get more clients and you build your photography business, the next logical thing you're going to do, you're going to buy more equipment. So this is symbiotic. We're sort of like when you see those nature shows, and that one big fish is swimming through, and there's a bunch of little fish that are kind of alongside him, kind of sucking off of them. That's how we all work together. We're symbiotic. We work together. I want to share with you guys some wisdom here and give you guys what it takes, the secret of success. So I was going through my hard drives the past couple of days and thinking about what I was going to say to you guys when I'm on the stage here at B&H. And we've got some amazing speakers, so anything that I'm going to say is going to pale in comparison. But sometimes you have to look inside. My father, Ed Brommer, who was born in 1925 and is down in Boynton Beach playing golf as we speak at going on 94 years old. Thank God for the genes that I have, my father's genes. He was a salesman for Sears, and he's got a really cool story. He worked for Sears in 1944. He got drafted into World War II. He went and he did his duty. He came back, and Sears rehired him, and he was the manager of the hardware department. And then he moved on up, and eventually he was a store manager. So I grew up at the dinner table hearing stories about sales and hearing stories about a big company that did retail. And look where I ended up here at B&H. But my father had a desk, and on his desk, he had this little wooden box, The Secret of Success. So when I was trying to figure out what I was going to say to you guys, sometimes I believe when you want to get something out, you have to look inside. So this little relic, this little wooden box had the secret of success. And all through my life as a little kid, I would take it and I would open up the box. And can you guys guess what the secret of success is? Work. Because it takes work to be successful. You have to be dedicated. Again, I got really influenced by Albert Watson in the past couple of weeks working with him. And he talked a lot about preparation. He's going to talk about it. But when it comes down to his work, and it's a lot of work to figure out this camera equipment. Andy, would you agree with that? You're one of the most successful photographers I know. It takes a lot of work. When my father was selling the original house that we grew up in, and he was kind of cleaning house and getting rid of a lot of stuff, I wanted that little wooden box. I was like, Dad, can I have it? And last night when I was building the presentation, I was wondering what I was going to say. I looked inside. I went over to I have a load of cameras, vintage cameras, and in the middle of it was that little block. And I was like, there's nothing more I can say besides imparting to you guys the secret of success from a 94-year-old man, my father, Ed Brommer. Now, Ed was a salesman. We take, for instance, Andy Marcus, the great Fred Marcus, who had the studio. Your father was a photographer. My photographer? My father was a salesman. So it's a little bit of, you never quite know what you're going to end up and where you're going to go. And I also thought about here at B&H Photo, and I came to work for the company 21 years ago, worked hard, and B&H was allowed me to have the vision and bring together some amazing opportunities and marketing events for guys like you. So you never quite know where life is going to take you and the cameras you're going to shoot along the way. All right, so moving on. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. You've now got the secret to success. You're going to be able to walk around here and go into the B&H studio experience, which is right outside this door. We've got 4 shooting studios set up. We've got Godox, Profoto, Genere, and we have Westcott. And we've got some beautiful, elaborate sets for you. We've got Triumph motorcycles, flower walls, balloon walls. We've got some great pro lighting, and we've got also rental gear for you. If you want to try out some of the newest cameras, you can head right into that room and check out a Sony A9 and see what it's like to shoot 20 frames per second. Almost all the cameras in there take SD cards, except for the newest Nikon card, newest Nikon camera that takes an XQD card. So you'll be given the first 300 people who go in there. If you want a card, Lexar has donated 300 cards. So you can get a Lexar card, you can put that into any of the loaner cameras, you can shoot with it. There's going to be a rotation so you can get through all those model stations. Take that card and you can put it in your camera or check out some other cameras. And then throughout depth of field, we have other model stations and you can shoot all the models. Now for the depth of field challenge, yes, shooting the models, they're beautiful, they're made up, we got hair, makeup, amazing lighting and whatnot. But this doesn't mean that you could take this good-looking gentleman and say, could you stand over here in the light and make a nice portrait of each other and also submit that into the challenge? So think outside the box for the challenge. Yes, we have about 15 models here over the next 2 days, but we've also got about 1,500 beautiful attendees. So feel free to think outside the box. You can submit any photo to the challenge that is shot in any of the depth of field activities. So if you go to the Creatives Who Bowl party tonight, it's a cool location. You can do some portraits there. We're going to have Canon cameras, EOS R cameras for loaner, or you can use your camera. Feel free to use that. Take that SD card, go up to the workflow room. You can get some great sessions. We're teaching some sessions in the workflow room. You can also use the HP computers, go through some Adobe Lightroom, edit some photos, make sure they're perfect, then take them over to the Canon or Epson guys, and they're going to make a print for you. So this is a whole 360-degree operation that we got going on here. Portfolio reviews are our first come, first serve. Portfolio reviews, we got some amazing reviewers. If you guys have been following my instructions that I've been emailing, the review process when you build a review, you shouldn't have more than 20 shots. It should be your 20 best shots. Who here edited their work down and created a portfolio for this? Okay, so you guys get extra credit for doing that because that going through your archive and picking out those photographs, that's part of the process as well. You can't just shoot and have 1,000 pictures. You got to edit, go through. Sometimes it takes a while to look at the pictures. I also recommend sometimes if you want to get a second, ask your friends or your peers to look at your work as well to try to pick out your best shots. And when you assemble that into a portfolio, you've really honed yourself down. So go take advantage of those portfolio reviews. They're free. They're 10-minute reviews. And I can say one thing about portfolio reviews. A lot of places charge for reviews. Here at Depth of Field and at B&H, education's free. The reviews are free for you. Reviews are sponsored by Sony, so let's give a shout out for Sony for doing our reviews. Thank you, Sony. All right, so We're about 5 minutes away. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to have Tamaya Colvin come up.